Time for another board game review, and this time we have the game DC deck building game Rivals Shazam vs. Black Adam. This was sent to me by Cryptozoic Entertainment, designed by Nathaniel Yamaguchi. So this is another game in the DC deck building game line, which I reviewed way back in episode 15. And then this is one of the Rivals games, which I reviewed, the Flash versus the Reverse Flash, back in episode 254. So I'm not going to go over all of that again. Go watch those videos. I'm just going to kind of show you some of the cards and a few of the new rules in this particular set. So, just like in the other Rival set I reviewed, you are playing one-on-one fight between Shazam and Black Adam. You're trying to take out their 3 lives before the other player does. So a lot of it is the same. I'm just going to go over some of the differences. In this game, this card is Word of Power. These are cards you can buy on the side. It's a choose one, +2 power, or Confrontation. Return this card to its stack. If you do, play the top card of the main deck, then add it to the lineup. So you get to draw a card at random, play it, and then it gets added to the shop. If you don't remember Confrontation, it's essentially an optional thing you can do on your turn, where instead of buying cards, you can try to attack the other player by getting enough power to hit their life. So let's go through the 2 characters. Shazam here, his first ability is Discard a Punch. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, draw a revealed hero or superpower with cost 4 or less, and put the rest back in any order. And I believe this is a concept that is, I don't know if it was introduced in this set, but in the rulebook it goes, oh, it's a new concept. So yeah, they have these abilities where you can sort of spend a card or discard a card to get a benefit. Which is like in the second power, which is discard a superpower, put up to 2 heroes each with cost 5 or less from your discard pile into your hand. And his final power, Confrontation. Each time you play a superpower with cost X, you may put a hero with cost less than X from your discard pile into your hand. Black Adam's abilities are, the first time you gain a card with cost 5 or greater, each turn you may destroy a vulnerability or weakness you control. His second power is discard a villain or superpower. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, draw a revealed card with cost 5 or greater, discard any number of revealed cards, and put the rest back in any order. And finally, each time you, Confrontation power, each time you play a different superpower or villain, reveal the top card of your deck. If the revealed card's cost is 5 or greater, draw it, otherwise discard it. So, those are how they play. As far as other new concepts, a lot of it is the same as other games. I did show you the cards that have payment abilities, like Shazam's, discard a punch. There are cards that have an effect when you gain them, like the 7 Deadly Sins cards, Gluttony. When you gain the card, you gain a weakness. It's to sort of, these guys are all about building up weaknesses and stuff. So yeah, you get a weakness when you gain them. Pretty simple. Other than that, I guess I'll just show you some examples of some of the cards in the set. So we've got, Pestilence here, +2 power. At attack, each foe gains a weakness. Confrontation, destroy a hero or villain in the lineup. Strength of Amor, superpower, +2 power. You may destroy a card in your hand. Hawkgirl, +2 power. You may destroy a card in your hand. Defense, discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do draw a card, you may destroy a card in your hand. I'll show you an equipment card. Why not? Something like Wizard Staff, +3 power. Discard this card on a defense to avoid an attack. If you do, put a hero and or villain from your discard pile into your hand or draw 2 cards. Other than that, pretty much the same game as before. Just a different flavor. Yeah. That's the game. So, comparing this one to Flash versus Reverse Flash, which I played in episode 254, I like this one more. The cards in that set felt like they were geared too specifically towards each character's individual strategies. Whereas in this one, yes, Shazam and Black Adam have different powers, but it feels like they could both use a lot of the same cards with equal potency. Like in the other set, it felt like, oh, these cards only really work with Reverse Flash's abilities. These cards only really work with Flash. This felt like an equal matched playing field. Yes, there's still enough, individual flavor for both of them where you have things you can go for, but I felt like there was enough flexibility in the card choices to feel like you could try a different tactic instead of just going specifically, well, this is the Reverse Flash way, this is the Black Adam way. No, you can kind of have some wiggle room, which is nice. There's not a whole lot much else to say, I think, except this feels like what I was hoping Flash versus Reverse Flash would be. I think the character abilities where, discard certain cards to get bonuses, that's a fun way to do some satisfying combos. I think overall the combo potential in this set is more fun than the Flash versus Reverse Flash. I'm still not 100% convinced that I would rather play one of these versus just the regular DC deck building game or an expansion 2-player, because I play those 2-player anyway. But this it's pretty good. Yeah, so if you're looking to try one of the rival sets, I think this one's a good place to start. It still has the same flavor as the, regular DC deck building game. And I do like the dueling aspect in this. I think this was the most successful version I played where I'm like, okay, I get this confrontation system. This is actually like a pretty fun twist on the formula.